disgraced 45th President of the United States and First Lady Melania Trump walking to Marine One for their last ride on Marine One ever. That will take them to Base Andrews, where the president will give an ad-lib speech. One can only imagine what he will say, and then they will fly to Florida. Dana?
He looks small. He just looks like a small man. And that is exactly the way that he has handled his presidency since he lost. And he just has appeared smaller and smaller and less courageous. And it does take courage. It takes
human beings, people who have functioning brain stems and beating hearts, to watch what's happened to the country. As you watch this thing lift off.
We are not sad. We're so happy.
You got to imagine, for Muslim families who had a bullseye on their back, and women who were afraid to wear hijab because the President of the United States said people who pray like you shouldn't be here, shouldn't be allowed in the country. Imagine how they're feeling watching this. That there's a repudiation, a complete repudiation of that approach. The House, the Senate, and the White House given to a party that sees them as human beings. You think about all the organ things. You think about the babies snatched away at the borders. We still don't know what's going to happen to those babies. So this is I think a moment of relief for a lot of people.
Wolf Blitzer?
The peaceful transfer of power. But to the very end, Donald J. Trump, now still the President of the United States, just refuses to respect that, even as he is on one of the symbols. This is one of the symbols of American democracy you're looking at right there, Marine One. That's 747, Air Force One behind him. Any plane the President on is called Air Force One, but that is the plane that flies around the world, representing America's democracy. I remember being on that plane when George W. Bush flew into Iraq. Not trying to bring up the controversy of the Iraq War, but the flag on that jet stands for America around the world. The next time, this will fly to Florida, and then it will return to Joint Base Andrews, and it will be President Biden who gets on that plane next and travels the world with a very different agenda than the president he is replacing in 3.5 hours.
Is on Marine One with him and the First Lady right now, but his Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, Stephen Miller, other aides are standing there in the audience waiting for the president to make these remarks. But it is notable how much this looks like a Trump rally, whereas the president's family and top aides in the front row, and then some supporters as well, former campaign staffers. I assume the music just stopped. They may be playing Lee Greenwood. That is, of course, typically the song the president often walks out to at rallies.
Here he comes. Here comes the president right now. Yeah, he's thanking the pilots. John, he's going to be walking down. We're told he's going to be received by the 89th Airlift Wing Commander, Colonel Stephen Snelson.
Of the United States, Donald J. Trump and Melania Trump.
Like Pence and Karen, I want to thank Congress because we really worked well with Congress, at least certain elements of Congress. But we really did. We've gotten so much done that nobody thought would be possible. But I do want to thank Congress, and I want to thank all of the great people of Washington, D.C., all of the people that we worked with to put this miracle together. So, have a good life. We will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
good life. We'll see you soon. A fitting end to the Trump presidency, a speech full of puffery and lies. Although, of course, with this president, it always could have been worse. There weren't the worst of his typical lies about the election. He did acknowledge that there is an incoming administration, but we don't have to grade on a curve.